the best at all these live. Hello there, hello there. I am now streaming on to Instagram, um, Facebook, and YouTube. Well, welcome. Hello, hello, Mohammed Musa. Hello. Say hello. Let me know where you're joining me from. And also the Trash Man 65. Hello. Okay. And Gabriel. Gabriel, hello, hello. Way back to you. Hello. Tell me where you are streaming from. I haven't gone live in a long time. Frankly, been traveling a lot. Hello, Bully Man Wayne. How are you? Um, but I decided I'm gonna go today on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock, and wanted to kind of go live and talk about the latest research, as well as answer your question. We have so many questions on YouTube, and also on Instagram and Facebook, and so many that honestly I have to apologize that probably don't do the best at answering them all there. And so I'm here. If you want to ask me a question, you can ask me a question on YouTube. I think I can see it on the live stream. I'm using StreamYard. I can see the questions on YouTube. But if you ask a question on Instagram, I can see it on Instagram on my phone. I think. As well. And so, welcome. I have people on YouTube. Hello there. How are you, Modern Man? How you guys been doing? You've been watching the Olympics. I've been glued to the TV with the Olympics. How about the U.S. men basketball team? How is that? The U.S. men basketball team. I watched that live with my son and my husband today. It was fantastic. You know, Curry just did all that 3-point throws at the last literally minute. It was awesome. It was almost impossible to throw, and they end up winning, like I think by 11 points. In the last couple of minutes. How was that? Let me know if you've been watching the you watched the men's U.S. basketball win gold today, and so that was awesome, awesome. And on those guys look good, right? They're so talented. They're like elite athlete, and I will tell you this: their testosterone level is probably off the roof at this point. So I'm seeing people joining us here, and also people joining us on live as well. Let me know if you have any um, questions here. I don't have my team today, but I thought I'll just go on. But I wanted to let you know that we will be running a 5-day sexual confidence challenge. 5-day sexual confidence challenge, where it will be on it would actually be on the August 21st to August 25 at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That will be 8 o'clock Pacific Time, and for half an hour. And what it is that I'm gonna teach you guys in 5 days how to jumpstart your performance in 5 days. Things that you need to do to jumpstart your underperformance to performance confidence. Right? Of course, you're gonna need to have some time to work on it, but I'm gonna show you the stuff that you need to do to get there. So to sign up for the challenge, just go to 5dayconfidence.com. 5dayconfidence.com. I want to type it on the chat here. That's 5-day confidence, CONFIDENCE, confidence.com. Okay, 5dayconfidence.com. And I would love to see you there. I have been meaning to do this for like literally 5 months, and just decided I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to do this now. So if you're on YouTube, it is on the screen, 5dayconfidence.com. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, just type that in, 5dayconfidence .com. If I know how to do it on here, I would. Maybe I'll put it on here. There we go. I will try to type it on here. 5 day. All right, so together, 5dayconfidence.com, because this is my way of giving back to you, and to really show you the pathway on how to um, boost performance, because there's a lot of misinformation out there on the internet, and YouTube and Instagram and so forth, and I want to kind of go in there for 5 days with you all, for to kind of tell you that these are the steps you need to do, and then we'll also kind of offer an opportunity to ask me questions afterward as my VIP, where I'll answer your question, or if you have any type of clarity questions, I will answer those questions live, and I will also give you a gift as well too, that to be a part of my VIP as well. So it's go to 5dayconfidence.com, where I will go with you for 5 days to lay out things that you need to do now to boost your performance confidence, um, and jumpstart your sex life again. So check out 5dayconfidence.com, and I'll talk about more about that. You have any questions? Let me know. All right. I'll be looking out for the comment and trying to um, multitask at the same time. So having said that, I'm gonna pull up um, so, some questions that I will be. We have so many questions. I am so blessed. Thank you so much. I hope you like the videos that we put out. We we put the videos that we put out. We love the feedback, right? We love the feedback, and interestingly, one of the most popular videos is talking about I talk about the connection between the your ab muscle and and the penis. It is a continuous fascial plane. So it's your abdominal muscle, the wrapping around the abdomen muscle, actually connects to the penis muscle, and that's like a little cord that actually, if your abs are strong, it will help the erection stand up straighter. All right. And if you check out my video, it's called the penis connection. The connection between I don't remember what episode it was, but if you do know, just let me know what episode that was. And Logic 1611. Hello from YouTube. I will answer your question. What is the 5 day challenge? But what I wanted to say was that that was one of our popular video, and that I'm glad, because I'm hoping that you all, thousands, millions of you that are have listened to the video, will start doing ab plank or sit up. Um, because the stronger your abdominal muscle are, the fascia gets tight, and the straighter your erection will be, right? And the stronger your abdominal muscle, you'll have less belly fat, and then when you have less belly fat, your testosterone level will increase as well. So it's really two benefit that you get from having a strong abdominal muscle is better, not only better erection, but also improve higher, raising your level of testosterone as well, right? So go out there, do planks, do abs, and do sit up as much as you can. Even doing push up, and because when you're doing push up, that will also help your, because you're also in a plank position. That will also help as well too. I encourage you to do that. So I'm trying to pull up the comment on the YouTube channel, trying to, and then I'm also going live on Instagram as well too. I didn't, I couldn't connect to TikTok. Trying to figure that out still, as well. Logic 1611, the 5 day confidence challenge is for 5 days. I will show up live with you. Where I will show you things that you need to do. Um, to get perform to improve your performance again. All right, just lay out just some actionable items that you can do that day, practice it, and then the next day we'll come back and we'll add something new, and the next day we'll come back and add something new. So it's kind of like a workshop where I'll every day I'm going to give you some new tips that you can do that day, and then add on to the next day and add on to the next day. We're gonna be with each other for 5 days from 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to 11:30. And then if you're my VIP, you can stay on an additional time to ask me questions or some clarity on that as well. And then you also get a gift from me as a VIP. You're gonna love this gift. I'm gonna keep it a surprise. I like surprises, so for my VIP guys, it will you guys will get a gift. Now, for those that show up to the challenge, I'll be transparent. So it's $57 for a 5 day challenge where you spend time with me for 5 days, and 5 days in a row from August 21st to August 25th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to give you actionable item. I believe in cutting straight to the chase, giving you things you need to do, you implement, and you're going to see result. Okay. And then as a VIP is, I believe is 97 for VIP as well. And I encourage you to also get a penis pump um before the challenge, and because that's kind of like the equipment you need to do. So I'm going to show up live and show you how to use the penis pump and as well. So as you know, one of my peanuts best the one that I like now, that is faithful, reliable, that's FDA approved, is this one right here. Is the Soma. It's the Soma penis pump. This is the manual penis pump. This is a little bit more better price than the other one. The other one, and so this is the Soma penis pump, and you can get that. Let me type it. You can get that at ednomore.com. So you get the penis pump. I'm actually gonna um yeah, let me type it in. You get that at ednomore.com, and I walk you through and how to do this, the benefit of that, answer any question you will have. And then I'll walk you through just some simple strategies you can do in an everyday morning routine, that's gonna help rejuvenate your penis and your erection. So go to ED No More to get this penis pump. I use this virtual I use this virtual background here. It's still confusing me because I got some research paper back here that looks like a mess. I don't want you guys to see that. Okay. Um, so go to ednomore.com. You can see it on the screen and on YouTube. Um, and so to get the penis pump. So it's essentially we're gonna be together. I'm gonna give you homework. It's a workshop, right? And we're it's implementation workshop. And where I'm gonna show you the roadmap to kind of jumpstart your mojo again. Wouldn't that be great? See, let me know what your thoughts are as well. Okay. And because I just feel that I've been wanting to do this for the last couple months and was traveling a lot and I thought I'll just do it right before the Labor Day weekend and have you guys just start the fall in good spirits because uh your sexual health confidence your confidence and sexual health is integral for your happiness and your relationship. In fact, I wanted to share there was a latest there was a recent research study that um just came out and it looked at let me pull that up. um okay. It was a research study that came out that look at sexual health, right? What it does is that is it looked at men that does not have ED that had good sexual function, and what they find out was that these men live longer, right? Um, these men live longer and that they are less stressed and they have better immunity, they get less sick, they sleep better, and they have better heart function. They don't have any type of heart attack or any stent, and that reduced sexual activity or men with ED have increased risks of strokes, heart attack, and they don't live as long. And this was a study that looked at 1,000 men over 5 years. Um, this is over 5 years, 1,000 men over 5 years. So this is very, very, very important to know that um, frequent sexual activity is linked to a decreased risk of heart attacks, breast cancer, prostate cancer, right? Due to increased release of endorphins during intercourse. How good is that? Right? So not only do you have less heart attack, you have less breast cancer for the women as well as the men, prostate cancer. And because of the endorphin is this chemical that is released throughout your body that make you feel good. That's the chemical that gets released when you're the chemical that gets released when you exercise. That's endorphins. That's the chemical that make you feel happy, enlightened, and we happy and enlightened and just content overall. And that's released during sexual intercourse, like during orgasm. My last episode that was released yesterday, I talk about the difference between orgasm and ejaculation. So when orgasm happened, there is a ton of hormones and chemicals that are released in the brain and throughout the body that causes generalized features of orgasm, such as muscle contractions and high heart rate and breathing and everything that is so good, right? Um, so that is the effect of the endorphin. So I thought I would share that study. What else does it say? So that was the main thing. So not only is it good for the women and men, it's also good for the women. So if the women are, and if they have more sexual intercourse, then they will have less chance of heart attack and breast cancer. So men, tell your partner that frequent sexual activity help fight breast cancer and help fight also risks of heart attacks. And according to a study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, it also uh, a decreased diabetes and decreased cholesterol and also high blood pressure. And wow, I just saw that actually. And in a study in young and middle-aged patient with high blood pressure that are married, that are having sex less than 12 times a year, they actually die sooner. So I guess 12 times a year is probably the number. So maybe once a month. If you're having sex less than 12 times a year, you have a higher risk of earlier death than somebody that has frequent sex like 20 times a year. So about once a month is your par. Once a month is your par. I advocate that most of you should be doing it 3 times a week. And you don't have a partner, you can do solo. All right. And women and men, right? Women and men, you can do solo. So that was very interesting, right? So you live, so 12 times is kind of like the number, um, 12 times a year, right? To clarify, 12 times a year. Okay, and let me finish this and I'll answer some questions. And then in the study in archives of sexual behavior, they observed that men with decreased sexual desire are more likely to develop more illnesses and get cancer. All right. And also decreased sexual activity also is related with um, overall more illnesses in men and women as well. So this is very interesting. You should tell your women partner this, that decreased sexual arousal for women was associated with higher risk of stroke. Higher risk. This is for women. 136% higher risk of stroke. Wow. Wow. I actually read this the other day, and now that I'm reading it again for you all, it's more impressive to me. It's 136% higher risk of stroke. So, guys, when you talk to your partner, you can say, "Honey, if we have more sex, it's gonna help us live longer. Uh, uh, help uh, um, help us live longer and prevent cancer." Right? For women, they care about breast cancer, and for men, it's prostate cancer. And it also decrease your blood pressure, decrease your diabetes. Um, right? And also stroke. And in fact, what I just said is that this is more significant for women. Women with decreased sexual arousal are associated with 136% chance of getting a stroke. So you can come to your partner, your female partner, and say, well, I just heard from Dr. Ann Trong, a research study that showed that with women with less sexual arousal, I assume less sexual arousal, less sexual activity, that there's a higher chance of getting a stroke as well too. Um, wow, wow, this is very, very, very. And listen to this. So, those with less sexual activity or less than 12 have lower immunity, um, and therefore higher risk of catching a viral infection. All right. Um, higher risk of viral infection. So that is very, very thing here. So so in fact, they did a study, and it shows that um, a 6 minute sexual encounter typically burn 21 calories for a man in his 30s, um, and versus like sitting there watching TV only burns 14 calories. So if you're having sex, you burn twice as much calories almost. All right. And not necessarily that if you're an athlete that you should abstain from sexual activity before exercise. There's no research to substantiate that at all. And then there's also a myth too that says that if you there's a myth that says if you ejaculate, you'll lose protein, particularly among bodybuilders. That is a myth because ejaculation only releases about 250 milligrams of protein, which is easily replenished through yeah, eating. So no concern about that at this time. All right. Um, all right. So let's have some questions here. I'm gonna put the sign up for the 5-day confidence challenge. At the banner here it says 5-day. Go to 5dayconfidence.com to sign up for the 5-day challenge, where I'll walk you through implementation, 5 days implementation, where I'm going to show you things you need to do to boost your sexual confidence. All right. So you no longer have to feel that you no longer have to feel that you're underperforming, and that you don't feel confidence when you're with your partner. There is a solution, guys, and it's not Viagra. It is not Viagra, and I'll tell you why Viagra is not the solution. Because um how you get an erection is a natural process that starts in the brain, and there are 6 steps that get to your sexual organ, your manhood, right? And so when you take Viagra is a synthetic. It doesn't belong in your body. So your body naturally produces an erection anyway, but when you start taking that Viagra, it's like you're throwing a wrench on a cogwheel, on a wheel. You're throwing a wrench, and so what happened is that your body's going to get confused, and it's going to lose its ability to have a natural erection because it senses that it needs to have Viagra in there. So are you starting to kind of see this with me in the sense that, hey, you know, when you take Viagra, your body said, hey, if I'm getting an erection, I need Viagra, and then your body forget to have an erection naturally, right? So why in the world, as a man, your erection and your manhood is the most important thing, right? Why in the world would you give that up to a pill? Why in the world would you do that? Right? And so once you start taking Viagra, it's like your body says, "Well, I need this." So it's gonna be hard for you to go back. Yes, it works, right? It works. Some people it works great. Some people it doesn't. But what you're doing is that you're essentially sacrificing your natural response to get an erection again, all right? And your body's going to be confused. It doesn't know what to do. And then where would you be? I can't tell you how many men I see, like after taking Viagra for 5, 10 years, and it doesn't work anymore. Doesn't work anymore. And Cialis doesn't work, right? Because your body's confused. It doesn't know how to get an erection again naturally. And so what are your choices, right? So you don't want to do that. So that's why I'm here to educate you that um you don't want to screw up your natural response to get an erection. Your body is made beautifully to have an erection response naturally that is so complex. We know maybe 5% of what really goes on with an erection response. 5%. The more I know about this, the more I know that we don't know a lot, but we do know that the brain is a larger sexual organ. Okay, the brain is a larger sexual organ, and so it all starts in the brain, guys. It really does. It starts in the brain, and then chemicals gets released, and hormones gets released, and then it goes to the nerve behind your neck, and then it goes to your heart, goes to the blood vessels, and then it goes to the manhood. So that way, that's how it brings in the blood flow. So if anything you get from today, or anything even before the challenge, is that know that when you're taking Viagra, short, you're really cutting yourself off at the knees in the future, and that's why I'm here to tell you, stop doing that. And if you're taking it, reconsider that. And penile implant is not the way to go, right? It's pretty permanent, and it does have its complications as well. I like the thumb. I didn't know you could do a thumb on live. This is great. I kind of like going live here. I hope you guys are. Thank you for joining me today. I'm on Instagram, and I'm on YouTube, and Facebook, and then I see a hand wave here on Instagram. I have to go on TikTok next time, but I just didn't know how to connect. All right. So, Logic 1611, I answered your question about what is the 5-day challenge. Logic 1611 says the ab muscle video actually motivated me to do more plank exercises for the past 2 weeks. How is that going? How is that going? Are you still on here with me? Okay, Logic 1611. How is that going? What have you noticed? Have you noticed any improvement in your perhaps morning wood? All right, you can see it in your morning wood. I'm so glad. Thank you for giving me that feedback. I love it when I hear that you guys are implementing that you're doing something, because it makes sense. It really does make sense. So let me know how you've been doing. What you may be noticing is that your morning wood is may appear, or it's harder, it's firmer, or that you may even also notice that when you do have an erection, it stands up straighter. You may also even notice that you have more frequent erection as well. So it takes about probably 3 weeks or so for you to notice that. So maybe you notice it at 2 weeks. Logic 1611. All right. Hello, Premo. Already. Okay. And he said already. All right. And then Logic asked me, oh boy, the questions are coming in. I cannot. Okay, so Logic says it's going well, and yes, I have noticed improvement. It really works. It takes about 10 minutes. 10. My thing is in the way. Let me turn off my thing here. All right. It takes about 10 minutes. It takes about 10 days. I'm sorry. It takes about 10 days to see the effects for me. That's awesome. That is awesome. I am so glad. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback. And guys, are you listening to this? You listening to this on Instagram? You listening to this on Facebook and YouTube? Just doing. Logic just said that he's been doing ab exercises. All right. You've been doing what? Plank. He does plank for the last 2 weeks. And he noticed it on day 10. And I said, maybe you'll notice it in 3 weeks. But he noticed it on day 10. And he's starting to see the effect already. How good is that? How good is that? Isn't that right, Logic? Isn't that much better than taking Viagra? Right? Because this is natural. Natural. And you're not throwing any synthetic stuff in your body at all. Right? And your body loves this. Your body will build, when you do planks or ab exercise, you will build more testosterone. You will build, right? You build stronger muscle because a stronger ab will help with a stronger posture, stand up straighter. Stronger ab will prevent hernias later on, but it will also improve your posture. It will also help reduce back pain as well because your abdominal muscles support your lower back. Also, so if you have back pain, you should be doing ab, right? So honestly, you just do plank, try to shoot for 2 minutes. All right, try to shoot for 2 minutes, and then increase by about 10 seconds every day, and see how you do. So thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. It makes me feel full. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And so having said that, that's just one thing. I'm going to tell you a lot more for the 5 day challenge, things that you can do. Right, Logic? Right. So I hope you join me in the 5 day confidence challenge, 5 day sexual confidence challenge. And you can sign up at 5dayconfidence.com for the challenge that will be held on August 21st to August 25th. And we'll start at 11 a.m. I know it's kind of early for the Pacific time. I apologize. Next time maybe we'll do a little bit later. But it was just a time that I can do it. And I'll be with you for 5 days. All right. So, Logic, I hope to see you in there. Let me know how your plank exercise is going because I'm going to give you some more implementation tips that you can do as well. I can tell you this. We in our Modern Man Club, it's a club where you in a community of other men as well as working with me twice a month, where we have men that have their prostate removed from prostate cancer, are now getting erection and function again with the prostate removed. And if you have prostate surgery, you know how common and how hard it is to rebound to get an erection again after prostate surgery. And so we have had men that has had prostate surgery get function again after being in the Modern Man club as well. So to be transparent, yes, it's a challenge. It's $57 to sign up and $97 for a VIP. In the challenge where you get to ask me questions, and I hope to see some of you in there as well. So I want to get out some more questions here. So I'm going to answer Skyrim first, and then I'll go back to you, Logic. Okay. Skyrim. All right. Skyrim asked the question: does creatine have any negative effect on sexual health? No, not really. If you mean taking it as a supplement, to build more muscle, Um, it doesn't at all. But if you take like a whole bag full, yeah, it may. But honestly, I'm not a big proponent of creatine because I think that the old fashioned of going to the gym and building up muscle in the gym and eating protein and doing cardio is the best way. I don't think that taking creatine will accelerate the muscle build more, and it costs you more money. What are the essentials vitamins that you need to take for sexual health? I'll lay it out to you. You know what that is? It's lean meat, chicken, fish, pork, and maybe once a week, twice a week, a red meat, a lot of vegetables, lots and lots of vegetables on your plate. You should have um, half of your plate with protein and half with vegetables. All right, and then maybe like 20%, some type of carb or starchy food, and then hit exercise or going to the gym. Hit exercise stands for high interval intensity exercise, where you kind of like run in place for like a minute and then stop for 20 seconds, then start up again. You can do squats, you can do dumbbells, and in fact, I love dumbbells exercises. Love dumbbells. Dumbbell exercises are a great to build strength as well as cardio at the same time. And yeah, you can get dumbbells that are like 25, 50 pounds, and that's all you really need. You do squats with it. You could even do sit up with it as well. And I'm sure you can probably YouTube videos on doing dumbbells. So if you don't have access to a gym, yeah, I'm not encouraging you to go to a gym. Buy some dumbbells, right? Got some dumbbells and start doing exercises with dumbbells or squats, lift with dumbbells. In fact, did you guys see the Olympics today where they have the weightlifter do a deadlift up? And there's this guy, the guy, I don't know, I forgot his name, but he's from China. He lifted up 500 pounds, and I can't remember how much he weighed. Probably he certainly didn't weigh 500 pounds, but he probably weighed 200 something. But he lifted up from the floor all the way up above his head like this, 500 pounds. Oh my god. And he's just pure muscle. Um anyway, just wanted to insert that in there. Okay, so did I answer your question, Skyrim? All right, I'm gonna go back to logic, and it said, "What are your thoughts on acupuncture? What are your thoughts on acupuncture? Can it be useful in this health process as well?" Well, logic, just look at my channel. And I talk about acupuncture for sexual health. And I even talk about there's a video that's called 1 minute erection exercise, where I have you put pressure on an acupuncture point that's like right below your belly button, right? And right below your belly button, you just press on that. So there are two acupuncture points that are vital for sexual function for men is CV4 and CV6. They're right next to each other, fortunately, and they're right underneath the belly button. So you press. So this is imagine this is your belly button here, right? And then just below your belly button, you just use 4 fingers and press down about maybe 2 pounds, like using acupressure. Put down like that, and that 2 points, and then there's another point called kidney 3, and that is the point that is right behind your ankle. I don't know if I can bring my right behind your ankle right here. You see my foot right behind your ankle. On the inside of your ankle. You press on that, and then you do while you're doing like a pelvic lift at the same time. Well, I did a video on it, so look at that video. I forgot the number, but you can go on my YouTube channel. You can see uh, um, that video. I also talk about acupuncture as well in my past videos, and I'm a big proponent of that. I feel that acupuncture will help with performance anxiety, even with the general anxiety as well. And it also help with balancing your energy. It will all, and there are some points and acupuncture points that are at the kidney, and CV points are good. Um, and so I wouldn't just do acupuncture just for erection alone. I wouldn't just do that alone. I would do acupuncture if you have anxiety related to your performance, or if you suffer from anxiety, or if you feel that your sexual performance may be related to anxiety more. Um, then, but do it as an adjunct or together with diet, like eating a Mediterranean diet, right? And do it together with um, exercise, like just doing dumbbells, not dumbbells, kettlebells. I'm sorry, kettlebells, kettlebells exercise. Doing kettlebell exercises will help as well. And if you have to do it, you should do it in conjunction with diet and exercise. Of the four pillars of sexual health is a Mediterranean diet, exercise, kettlebell, and sleep and stress reduction. But the two main things is more in Mediterranean diet and exercise, right? Because, but I wouldn't just do acupuncture alone. I'm trying to save you money. So if you can consider doing it, do it together with your diet and exercise, or else you're gonna be very disappointed. All right. You're gonna be very disappointed because I would tell you, once you start getting an erection, there's a lot of system in your body that is involved. And last thing you want to do is take Viagra or medication because it's just putting a band-aid on an infected wound. Yeah, that's what happened when you take Viagra. It's just covering up the symptoms, and you're not addressing the problem, and the problem festers, and the infection deepens, and then you're gonna have to go to amputation, right? But why in the world would you want to do that when you can kind of figure out what's causing the problem and treat the source of the problem? The source of the problem is probably high blood pressure, high cholesterol, stress, not enough sleep, right? And high, and also um, smoking. So treat the cause of the problem with Mediterranean diet and just doing kettlebells, right? I love kettlebell. I hope you guys like kettlebells. I haven't done kettlebell in a while, but doing kettlebells, sleep 7 hours a day, and meditate or just go for a walk. Those are the things you should be doing when you feel that you're underperforming, instead of popping a pill. Don't pop that blue pill, guys, because you're gonna end up in 5 to 7 years. You're gonna end up in a worse spot than you started, right? And I can't tell you, I'm seeing more and more men with penile implant. They're getting implant now at 30. I saw a 31-year-old the other day, and he had ED, and he took Viagra and didn't like the side effects of Viagra, and his doctor recommended that he get a penile implant at the age of 31. The penile implant has a lot of complications, lots and lots of complication of breakage in the skin, infection, and the water reservoir break down, and within like 10 years, you need to have another surgery. Um, okay, so I just answered questions on acupuncture and creatine. And Henry Ford said, I'm late. I just found this out. Well, I'm glad you're here, Henry. I'm glad you're here. And right. Hi, Larry. Larry is taking sardines, watermelon. Eat all of it, even the white rind. Daily. Well, good for you. Watermelon, but be careful. Watermelon has a lot of sugar. All right. It's a lot of sugar. So I love watermelon too, but it does have a lot of sugar and it doesn't have a lot of fiber. So it may give you more sugar than you would like. So you can eat fruit, apples, apple, pear, and anything that's crunchy, with a lot of fiber, good for you. Watermelon isn't bad. Sardine isn't bad. Love sardine. Okay. James says, I do barbell squat in my mid 40s and I get an extremely hard erection in the morning. My wife is scared. How long you been doing the barbell squat, James? That recent or you've been doing it your whole life? My wife is scared. Ah. Well, you should tell your wife that if she has frequent sexual activity, it's going to prevent her from getting breast cancer and strokes and heart attack. Okay. And what is the number? It should be more than 12 once a month, right? But I'm encouraging all of you, men and women, should be doing 3 times a week. Um, and you know, it doesn't have to be partner, it can be solo. Nothing wrong with solo. Um, okay. Yeah, let me know how long you've been doing the barbell squat. All right. Is the barbell squat not the same thing as kettlebell? As well as barbell, you kind of hold like this. Well, did you see the Olympics? Awesome, awesome, awesome. I actually after this, I'm gonna go and watch some more. I was very impressed with the weightlifter today. I think it was a guy from China that won it. Okay, Logic says he doesn't use any drugs or synthetic. Good for you. Skyrim says, yes. Okay, so I answered your question. Uh, Henry said, great to see you live, Dr. Ann. Face red, smiling live. Yeah. Well, check out my 5-day confidence challenge where well, I'll go live with you for 5 days to give you implementation things that you can do in 5 days to boost up your performance. Okay. And it doesn't involve taking a medication, but it does involve you getting a penis pump. So get a penis pump, guys, and join me on the challenge. Here we go. All right. And join me on the challenge. I'm sorry, my room is a little messy, so I had to use this virtual screen. Oh, there it is. Okay. Very good. This is the Soma manual pump where you pump like this, like that. Okay. Yeah, and put your penis through here. Make sure you use gel. I'm gonna walk you through the pumping as well as other things you can do and the challenge. And you can get the pump at ednomore.com. All right. Um, okay. Uh, and Sir Christopher James Odell. Hello, hello. Christopher says, I love your work. And yes, I've been doing everything you said. Yes, yes, yes. Pumping and planks. Pumping and planks, right? Logic says he's been doing planks for 10 days and he's noticing a better erection. And I think I read in one of the comments that one of the guys said, after listening to this, millions of men are doing sit-ups and planks. Yes, I hope you do. I really do hope you guys are doing planks like crazy, because that's the best thing you can do. Do the plank to throw away your Viagra and Cialis, okay? Because you know better. You know better, guys. All right, because if you take that, it's only gonna make your erection worse over time. Um, and who was it that said that? Okay, Chris. So, if you keep on doing everything that I say, you're gonna have sexual longevity for life. You're gonna have sexual function till the day you die. I've seen men like in their late 80s have no problem getting an erection. All right. So it's like brushing your teeth. You know, it's like until somebody tells you to brush your teeth and floss, so that way you can have, and then and then go see your dentist for the deep cleaning. Cleaning. That's the way how you know that you're gonna preserve your teeth, right? But you don't know what you don't know. So I'm trying to let you guys know that you can have your sex life for life. You don't need Viagra. There are simple things that you can do now when things are still going well for you that prevent. It's easier to prevent than it is to treat a problem. Okay. So you don't know what you don't know, and Christopher and Logic and Sky just being here, you're gonna learn some stuff that it's gonna impact your whole life. And I'm glad. I'm glad that you're doing that. And Christopher says he's taking his manhood to the gym. I don't know if I can say that P word. I may get banned on Instagram or something if I say that P word. And then he said implant, no implant. That's right. Hi Pat. All right. So Jane's been doing his exercise for about 10 years. Um okay. It says Christopher asked me before I do my PE and jogging and stretching, I take a warm bath. I sit in it for about 30 minutes. And after I do my exercise and pumping, well, that's awesome. That's good. That's good. Take a warm bath is good for you. That's good. Yeah, do your exercises. Absolutely. Take care of your manhood like you would take care of your teeth and your eyes. Okay? Right? Take care of your manhood like that. Boy, I'm seeing a lot of people joining also on Instagram as well. Devin, Dr. Jin, hello. Babyface, hello. Fabio, Eric, hello. I'm trying to like multitask here. I hope I can do this. Pure Peace, hello, hello, hello. All right, and I got a bunch of these questions on here. Well, type in the comment on Instagram, see what you guys think. Okay. And what was I? Okay. Awesome, Christopher. Um can you do AFTAB? AFTAB asked me, can you do a demo of the use of the pump, please? Well, I did do that in a video. I go to my YouTube channel. I did do a demonstration of that, but I'll also do that in the 5-day challenge, a 5-day confidence sexual confidence challenge as well. Go check it out on 5dayconfidence.com. So after I did that. And I'm telling you, this is the best peanut pump, and the company will offer, once you buy it, Augustus Medical will walk you through if you have any questions or anything. And also, they now for $99, lifetime warranty, lifetime. So if the cylinder break or if this break, they'll send you a brand new one, lifetime. I think that's definitely worth the money to get that. Okay, Christopher, or order one. Yeah, so go to my store at ed no more. No, I'm sorry, at yeah, ednomore.com to order one. You will love this. I when I saw this, and my patient that go come to my office, they get one of this as well too. And for you guys that show up to my chat to the 5-day challenge, I'm also gonna give one of you guys, this is worth like I think like $200, one of you in the challenge this pump. All right. Um here. All right. And I'll also give you the gift that gift to not the pump, but another gift that you are gonna like. For the gift for my VIPs that for the challenge. You're gonna enjoy that gift. Okay. James says he just subscribed. Well, thank you, James. I appreciate that. And Chris says about to order one. Hey, Philip McNervat said, "What can you do if you have Peyronie?" That's right. Thank you for asking that question. That's a good question. Are you still here, Philip? You're still here? Okay. What can you do if you have Peyronie's? Well, um, Peyronie's. Peyronie's, for those that doesn't know what that is caused by it's the bending of the penis. When the penis it bends. Some as bad as 60 degrees, or as 30 degrees, or even 10 degrees, and it's usually caused by trauma, meaning that sometimes you when your penis is fully erect, there may be some bending of the penis, either when the woman's on top, or through some trauma, it bends, and then over time scar tissue get developed. The scar tissue get developed actually on the fascia, or the covering of the corpus cavernosum muscle, or the wrapping that's on the outside of the penis, and the scar tissue get developed, and the scar tissue looks like a pimple, it's like a knot, like a nodule, and you feel it. Sometimes you feel it as a nodule. Sometimes it feels like a small pimple. Sometimes it feels like a pea on your penis, and it usually bend toward that knot. Right, the bending is bending towards the knot, and it actually that scar tissue actually grows bigger over time. Yes. Who asked me that question? Philip. Yes, it does. The grows bigger over. It does grow over time, and um, so sometime when you have Peyronie's, you just leave it alone. But when it start to hurt you, or hurt your partner, or aesthetically bother you, then that's when you should treatment. So what are some of the treatment for Peyronie? Well, I think the best thing you before you can do is shockwave therapy, where you shockwave therapy is like a laser, but it uses sound wave energy and deliver that onto it, goes right on the scar tissue that I talk about. So let's say here's a penis and there's bending here. So the shockwave will go and kind of like chisel out the that knot, because the shockwave has this high energy that goes in and breaks up that knot, that nodule. So that way it gets smaller and smaller. But it doesn't just take one shockwave treatment. It takes about 6 to 12 treatment. And the best one to that you should get is really the focus shockwave instead of the radial shockwave. Now, I believe about maybe a few episodes ago. Again, check out my YouTube channel as well. Philip, I did do an episode to talk about the difference between focus shockwave and radio shockwave. I even show you what it looked like. And so that way, when you go to another clinic, you can ask, is it a focus or is it a radio? And you can have a sense of idea what it looks like. Okay. Because a lot of clinics do radio shockwave, and radio shockwave is more superficial, less power than the focus shockwave, and it may not break the nodule as well. Okay, so that's one. And the second method is also using injecting the nodule with platelet-rich plasma or your own blood, your stem cell from your blood. This is your blood, um, uh, injected into the nodule to again make the nodule smaller and disappear. Because if the nodule disappeared, then the curvature will improve. Right now, other doctors can also inject in collagenase called Xiaflex. And the collagenase will dissolve the collagen, but sometimes the collagenase dissolve collagen, but it will come back. The collagen will come back, and sometimes the collagenase can also cause bleeding. So it's a little bit more complication with the collagenase. Now, if the bending is severe, or if the nodule is so big, so anything over probably 45 degrees, 45 to 50 degrees, you're gonna need surgery for. Yeah, yeah, where the surgeon will go in and cut the nodule and put a graft in there. So it depends on how the curvature is, and usually treatment for the Peyronie, we wait until a year after you notice it to start treatment, because it takes that long for the scar tissue to kind of harden. But in some cases where you do have, let's say, a penile trauma or penile fracture, it does cause Peyronie's. But in some cases, the scar tissue actually doesn't get worse and it gets better. So that's why you want to wait for a year after the onset. Okay, so I hope I answer your question thoroughly there, Philip. Um, awesome. Okay. Uh, James asks, what do most women prefer in your opinion, girth or length? Definitely girth. Girth, girth, girth. All right. A man with a 3 inch, 4 inch length penis can still satisfy a woman. It's the girth. It is the girth that uh satisfy the woman, because the woman vagina right, it's a hole, right? And the nerve that gives her the sensation that will initiate the response of the orgasm is actually located it depends on the woman, either 1 centimeter or an inch, just inside the entry point of the vagina, the opening of the vagina, at 12 o'clock. So here's the vagina, here's her head here. So 12 o'clock, like a wash face, at 12 o'clock or on the top. So that's why women have more satisfaction with being on top, because there's more pressure against that area. And that area is usually called the G spot, right? Like guy spot, the G spot. Um, and that's where the nerve sensation are. That's when women feel pressure, and women feel pressure from the penis entry, but it's not deep. It is no longer than an inch inside the opening of the vagina. So the length of the penis not necessarily is what is gonna be pleasurable for her. In fact, too long of a penis hurts her, because the cervix, which is the entry point where the opening into the uterus, the cervix It's right in the canal. So here's the vagina, and there's a canal, and then the cervix sits right there. Well, if the penis is too long, it hits on the cervix and it hurts her. It hurts her. So not necessarily length is more pleasurable. And so is it too long? It too much pressure on her cervix, and it hurts her. But the girth is more pleasurable, and she can expand up to 10 inches in the vaginal opening, because that's kind of like how big the head of a baby, right? So 10 inches in circumference. So she can accept a very large girth, right? So that anatomy wise and physiology wise, where girth is more pleasurable for women versus length, and a man with a 3-inch penis can still please a woman as well. And I talk about this in one of my episodes on my YouTube channel, that that there was a study that looked at 5,000 women who bought vibrator, and guess what size of the vibrator that she liked, and she that most women buy. It's not the longer one. It's actually 5 inch in length, right? And about 5 inch in girth, 4.5 inch, and 5 inch in girth. So she does not want longer than 5 inch, and the girth it's about 4.5 to 5. But guess what? That's where most men are. Most men are the average length of most men penises about 5.5. That's average, and the girth is about 4.75. This is men of all races or age, and at this time, right? But isn't that interesting where women buy vibrator, where that size of the penis, that's what she liked. So not necessarily, guys, length or increased girth is what she wants. 4.5 is average. And I'm talking about not circumference. 4.5 in circumference, not diameter. All right, circumference. All right. So but interestingly, 78% of men, 78% of men um, um, feel that they are their size, they want a bigger size. So 78% of men uh, uh, want to have a bigger size. Kind of like, I don't know but exact percentage of women, kind of like women wanted to have bigger breasts, right? And I don't know the percentage of women that want to have bigger breasts. That's why they have breast augmentation, right? Um, so so guys, it's not so much the size that matter, is really how you know how to arouse her, uh, um, with sensation. Remember, use the five senses. Use the eyes. What she sees, what she touches, what she hears, what she smells, what she tastes. Use all those senses to arouse her. And she when she's aroused, she becomes more aroused, she becomes more lubricated, she can easily get orgasm. All right? So not necessarily the size of your manhood, but the more aroused she is, the easier it is for her to enjoy the experience, and easier it is for her to get more blood flow down there, and easier it is for her to get better orgasm and enjoy the experience better. So the point I'm trying to make is not necessarily your size, your equipment is really, and I'm sure most of you are very adequately equipped equipment, right? And like I said, average men, the length is 5.25 and 4 3/4 for a girth circumference. So the bottom line in pleasing the woman is getting her aroused, getting her stimulated, and as the act continues, she'll get more stimulated, and that will help her get more better intensity of orgasm as well. All right, and I'm oh my god, I forgot his name. Oh, Kenneth, Kenneth Play. Kenneth Play. If you want to know how to please a woman in foreplay, foreplay and in oral, or and then fingering and all that, check out Kenneth Play website where he has a course where he shows you. He did literally demonstrate with live models, um, and showed you how to find that arouse a woman. All right, so Kenneth Play. I'm not affiliated with him or anything. In fact, full disclosure, my husband and I bought that program. I wouldn't recommend anything that haven't tried myself. And we watched the course. I thought it was great. I learned something. My husband learned something. So check it out. Okay. So did I answer your question, James? And Christopher said, thank you. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for following through on my tips. And I can't see your name. It said, regards from Saudi Arabia. Love your video. Thank you. Wow. We have Saudi Arabia listening to my video. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Aftaf said, thank you. Philip said, still here. All right. So I answer your question. The traction device or pump, yes. Traction device and pump do help with the Peyronie's. Check out this penis pump right here. So what's the sequence? Do you do traction first and then a pump? Yes. You do traction first to stretch the penis, so that way it's being primed, and then you do the pump. Okay. um so you do the traction first, then you do the pump, so that way the pump brings in more blood flow for better healing. And okay, so I'm gonna so again, check out the 5-day confidence challenge that I'll be doing on August 21st to August 25th at 11 a.m. Where I will show you in 5 days in 30 minutes things you can do right now to boost your performance. And that is not a Viagra, all right? And we're going to give you actionable implementation tips. It's like a workshop. We'll spend 5 days together. And if you get the VIP ticket, you get to ask me questions as well too. And you also get a surprise gift. If you guys show up, one of you guys will get this nice Stoma penis pump that is worth like $200. Um, right here. And I'm going to take one last question. And um, and then Ronald Ronald asked, do women prefer oral sex or penis sex? Because some women prefer oral. Yeah, it really depends on the woman, honestly. How about both? How about doing both, right? Because only about 15% of women have vaginal orgasm. Most women have clitoral orgasm. So if you're a guy and you have female, your partner, you got to know what that clitoris is, guys. You got to know where to find it. All right, you got to know how to stimulate it, because most women can only get pleasure through clitoris stimulation. And so, and only about 15% of women have vaginal orgasm. Sometimes they only have vaginal orgasm alone and not clitoral. Sometimes they have both. So penetrative sexual activity, it does bring her to arousal, but the orgasm come from more of the clitoral stimulation, but the pressure in the vaginal canal does does bring some pleasure as well too. Okay, so you do both. You do both as well. But just to know that um, not everyone can be not every woman can have a vaginal orgasm as well too. Okay. Billy asks, Billy, hello, Billy from Instagram asks, is there a link for the pump? Yes, you can get this manual penis pump here at ednomore.com. All right, at ednomore.com, and we'll send that to you. And they offer the company, if you contact them, they'll provide customer service, any question you have, and they offer $99 lifetime guarantee as well too. Wow. I was only planning. Oh, Ron said I like doing both. Okay, good for you, Ronald. And so they're linked for the pump. So pure peace. I can't do the join you right now because I was planning only to go for 30 minutes live. I left staying for an hour and a half. Thank you for joining with me today. I really enjoy our time together. You guys asked such good, quite great questions, and I hope I was able to be answer all your questions uh, um, straightforward, because I try to give you things that are practical and at this time, and I hope to see you in the 5 day sexual confidence challenge. Sign up at 5dayconfident.com. And I don't know about you, but I am gonna sign out and watch some Olympics before it ends tomorrow. And know, guys, that you are an Olympian. You can be an Olympian with your sexual performance. All right, right? And you can have sexual performance for life as long as you know what to do. It's kind of like your teeth. You can preserve your teeth until the day you die by brushing it and flossing it, and right. So you can do that. You can do that. You can have sexual longevity, and you can be an Olympian in the bedroom, and an Olympian in yourself. I can't tell you how many times I see men just beating themselves up for not able to perform the way they want, and sometimes they still are stuck in their head about that, even though physically their function has been restored. Okay. Um, oh, someone said, Saudi Arabia said, you are very smart, Syntax. Well, thank you. I try to be helpful as much as I can, and I try to be your cheerleader because it's rough. It's rough for you guys. I know. I understand that it's rough for men, and it's rough for men to know that they're the biggest asset, right? The biggest asset, their mojo, their manhood, when it's not functioning, you just don't feel whole again. You don't feel like you're the man again. I get it. I'm married to a guy, and I'm married to a man. We've been married for 31 years, and for a while there, he wasn't functioning well, and I know how much it affected his confidence and our relationship. So I've been there. I lived through it, and I know what women feel like. Okay. So having said that, Ronald said, when will I go live again? I may go live tomorrow. I don't know. When I have time, I'll pop in here and go live. And I figure out the technology. Figure out the technology there. And so, having said that, thank you so much. Have a good night and have a good weekend and enjoy the Olympics. And I will see you soon. Take care.